was what he thought would go down in his head, basically. So Second Kings 5 verse 13 reads, "Sir, if the prophet had told you to do something very difficult, wouldn't you have done it?" So this is Naaman's servants asking him the question. So, should you certainly obey him when he says something so simple? Go and wash and be cured. So, Naaman went down to the Jordan River, dipped himself 7 times as the man of God had instructed him to do so, and his skin became as healthy as the skin of a young child, and he was healed. And I think it is so brilliant because Naaman is sick, right? He's got leprosy. And he goes to the prophet Elisha, and Elisha says to him, "Go and dip in the river, in the Jordan River, which is a dirty river, but it's like go dip in that river, and that's it, you'll be clean." And Naaman's like, "Oh no, how can I just go do this? I'm not going to do it," because in his mind he felt that Elisha was going to, I don't know, wave his hand or something around him and say, "Be clean, be cleansed, go and done." But it didn't go the way he planned it to be, right? So I love that his servant says, "But sir, if the prophet had told you to do something difficult, something like go and do something like extraordinary, you'd have done it, right? So why are you doubting this simple thing?" Naaman was a powerful commander in the Syrian army who took offense when the prophet Elisha told him to go wash 7 times in the Jordan River. He would be healed of his leprosy. I mean, how simple, how easy. It was a small act of obedience that didn't make sense to him. I'm sure if he was given a great instruction, he would have done it, and yet the simple dipping in water didn't make sense to him at all. His mind nearly talked him out of his miracle until his officer told him to just simply obey the simple instructions. What's interesting to me is that he didn't have the faith that it would happen, right? But that did not stop God from doing the miracle for him. He wasn't singing praises and thanking God that the answer was coming. He was negative, let's be honest. He was sour. He was complaining about the situation. He was really, really in a bad space, but yet he was still healed. He was healed when he dipped down the 7th time. And Naaman's healing wasn't in the water. It wasn't the Jordan River that healed him. It was God that healed him, right? But he had to be obedient. His obedience overrode the fact that he didn't have the faith. But that's the power of obedience. It's not us, but it's God. It's not the fact that the water healed him. It was his faith and his obedience in God. Isn't it interesting that if he allowed his mind to talk him out of being obedient, he would have missed his healing? I mean, if he really just continued to stick with the whole thing with, "I want something greater," he would have really just missed his healing. Sometimes God is asking us to do just the simplest of things, but we're waiting for the grand gesture. But all he's asking us to do is trust him. Just like Peter. Jesus said to him, "Trust me." And Peter took a step, and all Jesus said was, "Come." Just one word, and he said, "Come." And Peter took a step, and he moved towards Christ. But the moment he took his eyes off Jesus, he started to sink. So this morning, I want to ask you, what is God asking you to do? And who are you looking to?